Welcome to video 2.7a, Transitive and Substitution. It's been a while since I've made a video. Let's get right to it. Alright, so I've got four little examples here and then some theorems and definitions below. So, if angle A is congruent to angle B and angle A is congruent to angle C, what can we conclude? Oh, well, look at this. B is congruent to A, and then A is congruent to C, so it looks like there's a link, and I can get B ultimately congruent to C. Angle 1 is complementary to angle 2, and angle 2 is congruent to the angle 3. So this is slightly different. This one had a string of congruences. This has a statement and a congruence. Oh, it looks like wherever I see an angle 2, I can replace it with angle 3. So now I can conclude angle 1 is complementary also to angle 3. Part C. Oop, look again. I've got a statement or equation with a congruence. If angle A plus angle B equals 180 degrees, and if angle B is congruent to angle C, let's see what I can conclude. Wherever I see a B, it looks like I can replace it with an angle C. So I'm going to say angle A plus angle C equals 180 degrees. Okay, let's look at D. Looks like a flow of congruences here. So AB to BC, DE to CD, BC to CD. I just like to establish a good starting point and ending point. So I look for things that are only mentioned once. That's AB. So why don't we start there and see where we can end up. So AB goes to BC, and then BC jumps to CD, and then CD jumps to DE. So I did step 1, I did step 2, and I did step 3. And it looks like I'm ending up there. Again, a single starting place and a single ending place. So I can conclude AB is ultimately congruent to segment DE. All right, let's wrap this up. So I've got transitive and substitution, two totally different things. Transitive, if figures are congruent to congruent or the same figure, then they're congruent to each other, just like we had here and here. So I'll just mention this was transitive and this was transitive. Substitution, if A equals B, or in geometry, if figure A is congruent to figure B, then B can replace A, or A can replace B in a different statement or equation, as we saw in these examples here. So I'll call this substitution, and I'll call that substitution. So there you have it, a brief overview of transitive and substitution.